Well, in just about an hour, former President Donald Trump's hush money trial picks back up in New York. Today, witnesses will be back on the stand after a day off. So far, the judge has not decided whether Trump violated his gag order. Trump argues it violates his First Amendment rights. The trial is set to start again at 7:15 this morning.
This morning, we know a grand jury in Arizona has indicted 18 people for their attempts to overturn the 2020 election. That list includes Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, former attorney Rudy Giuliani, and 2 people with ties to Colorado. Former Trump attorney Jenna Ellis and an attorney for the Colorado GOP, John Eastman, are both named in the indictment. Ellis, who used to be a professor at Colorado Christian University, already pleaded guilty to a felony in Georgia in an election interference case. She remains an attorney in Colorado, but her law license is being challenged. Eastman used to be a visiting professor at CU. He drew up the blueprint for the Trump team to overthrow American democracy. Eastman currently represents the Colorado Republican Party in a lawsuit to throw unaffiliated voters out of Republican primaries. Ellis and Eastman's names are redacted in the initial release of the indictments from Arizona, but their descriptions in the indictments make their identities clear. Arizona is the 4th state to bring charges for schemes to send fake slates of pro-Trump electors from states that Joe Biden won.
Today at the state capitol, the House will hear a bill focusing on classroom safety. The bill cites a survey by the Colorado Education Association that found a third of teachers in the state experienced some kind of physical abuse from a student in the past 2 years. The bill would create a task force to understand that situation. Teachers say when students act out like this, a lot of the times it can be a cry for help because other needs are not being met. The teachers union also wants to call attention to funding and class sizes.
Right now, the University of Southern California's main campus is closed to the public after days of pro-Palestine protests there. You can see new video from overnight of those protesters, a lot of them. Yesterday, USC Public Safety told protesters they could face criminal trespassing charges if they don't leave, and so far, dozens of people have been arrested. It is a similar scene at Columbia University in New York, and now the U.S. House Speaker is calling on Columbia's president to resign if she can't get these protests under control. Students have been camping out now for days. You can see tents all over the campus. Speaker Mike Johnson went to visit Columbia to speak, and the crowd booed and heckled him. Johnson says he respects the right to free speech, but believes these protests cross into harassment. And new overnight, at least 50 people were arrested at a protest at UT Austin. Students walked out of class to take part, and then police dispersed the crowd. Students say they were being peaceful, and it was the police who escalated this situation. We checked in with our sister station in Austin, and they're reporting some of those demonstrators are being released from jail this morning.
This morning, we are getting a first look at an American Israeli hostage who was taken captive by Hamas more than 6 months ago. Hamas released this video. It's not dated, but appears to show Hirsch Goldberg Poland in captivity. He is missing a hand. Goldberg Poland was taken from the Supernova Music Festival back in October.
We're relieved to see him alive, but we are also concerned about his health and well-being.
We heard your voice today for the first time in 201 days. And if you can hear us, I am telling you, we are telling you, we love you, stay strong, survive.
Family is calling for a ceasefire and says that they are still trying to find out anything they can about their son. Goldberg Poland is one of 5 Americans believed to be alive in Hamas captivity. In total, Israel says 133 hostages are still in Gaza.
The U.S. is officially sending more aid to both Israel and Gaza. President Joe Biden signed the foreign aid package overnight. It includes a total $26 billion for Israel and humanitarian aid in Gaza. It will also send $60 billion to Ukraine and $8 billion to Taiwan.
Also overnight, the U.S. is one big step closer to banning TikTok. President Biden signed a bill that would ban it unless its Chinese parent company sells within 9 months. This all started because lawmakers said that they were worried about how TikTok uses data and potential threats to national security. TikTok says it's invested billions of dollars to protect Americans' privacy. TikTok is planning to fight this, calling the ban unconstitutional. It will likely be delayed in court for a while.
It's 6:06 right now. Anyone with a Ring camera could get some cash soon. The FTC is sending refunds to more than 117,000 people who have Ring. The settlement comes from claims the company allowed employees and contractors to access cameras without the owner's consent. Ring was also accused of failing to put protections against hackers in place. So far, the FTC has identified more than $5.6 million worth of refunds. They're sending those refunds through PayPal. If you think you should be on the list, you can request one on the FTC's website.
Scammers are targeting drivers on toll roads, sending fake texts saying that they have outstanding toll amounts. E470 Public Highway Authorities sent out a warning about the scammers trying to gather drivers' personal information and credit card numbers. The FBI says that they have gotten more than 2,000 toll road scams from at least 3 states. If you get a scam text, we do have a link for you to report it on our website, 9news.com. It is now 6:07 and new this morning. Some good news for drivers. Colorado has the second lowest gas prices in the country, but you may want to take advantage of that now because they won't last.
9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez joins us live in Denver. And Brianna, when can we expect these prices to go up?
Corey, Jordan, in just a couple of weeks, and that's because of 2 things: summer travel and then reformulated gas here in our state. So I want you guys to take a look at your screen because I'm going to break down the numbers that we're seeing right now in our state. So in Boulder, we're looking at prices at around $3.08. Here in Denver, we're at $3.11 and 2 cents higher in Fort Collins. So we're seeing these low prices because ski season is over and then there's also low demand. But with summer travel combined with the federal mandates for reformulated gas, prices will go up. So in the summer, the EPA requires reformulated gas to help cut down on emissions along the northern Front Range. The downside is that it's more costly to produce, which can impact how much we pay.
More travelers means more expensive gas, and I would say for most Coloradans, budget at least $3.50 as you start making your summer plans. Try public transit if you're looking to save money on gasoline. Try carpooling. Try reducing trips. Try combining errands. Try remote working a couple days a week if that's an option to you.
Yeah, a lot of good options there from AAA. So the EPA rule will start June 1st. AAA says that we could see an increase of 20 to 30 cents per gallon starting in May all the way until September. So Erica, it's best for drivers to take advantage right now if they can for that cheap gas. For now, I'm live in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Yeah, Brianna, thank you for the tip. I actually do have to fill up today, so I'm going to try and find some $3 gas if I can find it. Thank you so much. Right now, we do want to help get you out the door as far as what the drive is looking like. Oh, we got some gridlock already in Commerce City. Look at this travel time. Red light and 34 minutes on westbound 76 for your drive-in from E470, all because of a crash at 76 and Highway 85, blocking a left lane. So if you typically onto 76, a little bit past that, maybe 88th down toward Vasquez, you're going to be okay. It's behind that 88th and back. We're almost slowing all the way to E470. Again, typical travel in this area is about 9 to 10 minutes. So 24-minute backup or so is what we're dealing with on westbound 76 from Highway 85 all the way back almost to E470.
And thank you, Erica. And one thing you want to know about the weather today, temperatures are going to be well above normal, although we will see the clouds roll in, maybe some showers by afternoon. Severe weather the more into the northeast you go. But look at these highs, mostly in the mid-70s along the Front Range. And again, we'll see a shower or thunderstorm developing later on. Tomorrow, more of the same with cooler temperatures, still slightly above normal, 60s and 70s, and a chance for those late day showers and thunderstorms.
Taking a live look outside right now over Coors Field. Rockies are back in action this afternoon. They're going to take on the Padres. This is the last game of this series. The Rockies have only won 1 out of the 3 games played so far, so they're hoping to split the series today. First pitch is at 1:10 this afternoon.
And in